Okay. So I definitely see why Myles Garrett re-signed with the Browns. It wasn't about the money. The Browns must have presented Garrett with their quarterback plan for the future, that they promised Garrett they were going to get their franchise guy. And Garrett must have been really confident in who the Browns were going to get. The Browns just traded for Kenny Pickett. Wow. Wow. Which means we really need to get Aaron Rodgers here, because there's an arms race that's happening with the quarterbacks in the AFC North. There's just an absolute gauntlet going on right now. Joe Burrow, Lamar Jackson, Kenny Pickett. We need to have a guy now. Everyone else got a guy. All right, I'm just messing, man. I'm just messing. This is weird. This is really weird. Because Kenny Pickett might actually get a chance to start for the Browns, depending on what they do at 2. I don't know if they're going to take a quarterback. If Cam Ward goes 1 and the Browns don't like any of the other quarterbacks, Kenny Pickett might be starting for the Cleveland Browns. He might be starting for the Cleveland Browns even if they do draft a quarterback. It might be a competition, at least for this first year. He might get the Mitch Trubisky treatment, essentially. What happened with Mitch Trubisky here, where we still drafted Kenny in the first round, but we signed a veteran guy, Mitch Trubisky, gave him the first crack at it. Kenny Pickett on the Cleveland Browns. They traded a fifth-round pick to the Eagles and Dorian Thompson-Robinson to get Pickett over there. Yeah, I don't know how to feel about this, to be honest. This is weird, man. Yeah, this is weird. I hope Kenny Pickett does bad now for the rest of his career. As long as he's on the Cleveland Browns, I can't even have any slight satisfaction in seeing Kenny Pickett do good for another team because of my previous takes of how I said that if Kenny Pickett gets the right opportunities, you surround him with some stuff, he can be a legitimate good quarterback, a winning quarterback in this league, a potential franchise guy. But now I don't care about those takes. Kenny Pickett's the ops. He's on the Browns. Come on, man. That's bad. That's bad. It's a good opportunity for him, though, because he's going to get a chance to compete, most likely. He's going to get a chance to start, at least for a time period, and he's got a Stefanski as his coach. You saw what happened with Joe Flacco a couple years ago. They don't have the greatest of weapons. They don't have the greatest of offense around him right now. Jerry Jeudy actually showed something last year, surprisingly, but Chubb ain't Chubb anymore. He's a free agent, too. He might not even – I don't know where he's going to sign. But, yeah, their offense isn't the same as what it was a few years back when they had a more stable offensive line, good running game with Nick Chubb, a couple receivers on the outside. But Pickett's the ops, man. I don't have any Pickett Pitt gear. I don't have any Pickett Pitt stuff hanging up here. I do got the Pickett Steelers jersey, though. It's time to burn it. It might be time to burn it, actually. Yeah. That might have to happen. Very weird. I hope Pickett sucks, man. I mean, he's on the Browns. That's where we're at with it. It just like I said, probably good opportunity for him in his NFL career. But if all goes as planned, it shouldn't work out for him, though. Good opportunity, but it should end how we would most expect for a Browns quarterback, right? Given the rest of our division and given, hopefully, us returning back to form with an Aaron Rodgers signing, us trading for DK Metcalf, and bolstering up this defense by signing Darius Slay, I think. I still don't know what's going on with that. So, we'll spend the rest of the show, first part of it, reacting to the Pickett trade, and this last half reacting to some of the more recent updates, Steeler-related updates at least. Darius Slay, I don't know what's going on with that. Jordan Schultz said he was signed. I told you guys in that Fields video, I don't know if we could trust it completely because he kind of botched up a couple other signings earlier in the day. And then Tom Pelissero said the deal wasn't done with Slay, but Slay are talking. Jerry Dulac tweeted out that the deal was done. Now I'm seeing from Mike Florio, that Slay is still not a Pittsburgh Steeler. I think part of the reason why is because he's not officially released by the Eagles yet. He's talking with the Steelers. Maybe they're agreeing upon some stuff, but the Eagles might be trying to do some shady stuff behind the scenes and scheming behind the scenes, and they might be talking to the Steelers about a trade. Oh, you want Slay? How about this trade for a 6th or 7th round pick? And you got to take on his cap hit. So I don't know. The intention was to release Slay with a post-June 1st cut designation, but now we're seeing that the Slay Steelers thing isn't officially confirmed. So I don't know what exactly the holdup is with that. I mean, part of it is Slay is not officially released, but I still feel like with the Eagles planning on releasing Slay, like that report being out there, Slay's, he is able to talk to teams and agree upon some stuff. So maybe Slay's the one getting cold feet and would maybe want to go back to the Eagles or maybe want to go to another team. Who knows? But it's a very weird situation because we are going to need a cornerback. And we could do worse than Darius Slay. I talked about this. It's not the most splash signing, but he is a big-time name. It has that Patrick Peterson element to it, but I think it's better than Patrick Peterson. Darius Slay is playing better at this point in his career than Patrick Peterson was the year before we signed him, I think. I mean, there's stuff out there talking about Slay's last season that he was still pretty good in coverage, still tight in coverage, obviously helped the Eagles in a big way, win a Super Bowl. So I'd be cool with that signing. Obviously, let's see what the price tag is and all that, but I'm not expecting it to be anything crazy. Probably like a 1-year deal for $8-9 million. Can't be anything over 10. So you could do worse than Darius Slay. But the reason that I feel like the Steelers, not just I feel like the Steelers, I know that the Steelers need to get another cornerback in here is Donte Jackson's no longer available. He's going to the Chargers. 2-year deal, like $13-14 million. So he's not an option anymore. We definitely got to upgrade the cornerback position across from JPJ. And we're trying. Darius Slay, having talks with him. But if we don't get Slay, we're going to have to pivot pretty quick because a couple of the other big-name corners already got signed. DJ Reed, Carlton Davis. That leaves Byron Murphy still out there, Shavarius Ward. Those would be the other two options I would like if we don't get Slay. Last thing, Najee Harris really doesn't look like he's coming back. Josina Anderson reported that Najee has already said his goodbyes to Steelers teammates. So this coincides and goes hand in hand with a couple of these reports we've been seeing over the last few days that Najee Harris, Steelers, unlikely to reunite, not really seeing eye to eye this offseason and contract talks. So Najee's going to be moving on. We got Jaylen Warren back, though. That's big. And then the obvious move there is draft a running back early. Draft a running back in like the first 3 rounds. Give them a 50-50 split with Jaylen Warren. Cut Cordell Patterson, maybe sign a running back, sign another guy in free agency coming up. But that's it for this edition of Big Deke News. Kenny Pickett, Cleveland Brown. Terrible. You think we got to burn that jersey. Definitely think we do. Yeah, stay chilling. Let me know your thoughts. I'm sure the comments are going to be very interesting. All right. Peace.